those of you who are on the feed, I greet you. Carlene, you are one of the soft ears who have arrived this morning. I have some very tough truths to give you. Cynthia, I hope that you are able to take what I'm about to dish. And please know that what I'm about to dish is for me as much as it is for you. Know that I'm not dishing for you and sparing myself. I'm telling it as it is for all of us who need to hear. Getty, Jeff Bezos did not become rich because the American government handed him money. I'm very sure now him and his accountants know how to engineer tax breaks now. But even that, it's not the American government calling Bezos to gift him tax breaks. It is Bezos and his accountants who are engineering it and making sure it happens. Jeff Bezos was an American. He was sitting in his corner. The government had their policies and they had their systems, and it may not have benefited Bezos, but the American government did not care. The American government carried on doing its thing, and it was Bezos who got up one day and decided that he was going to start Amazon, and he continued to build Amazon, and he has built some influence out of that, and he has built himself a very steady way out of poverty so that Bezos can rent out Venice for his wedding. Please know the American government has made no contribution to this. Yeah. Who is the other one? The other one is now Mr. X. Mr. X. Why would his name not come to me? Baby love, the guy who changed Twitter to X, what is his name? Tesla guy, what is his name? Elon Musk. I can see his face, but his name was not coming to my tongue. Yeah, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is actually not even American. Elon Musk is South African. Elon Musk came as a migrant. Elon Musk, as a migrant, would have arrived in America without any red carpet treatment. Elon Musk realized that Elon Musk needed to make decisions that were bold and brave for Elon Musk, and he is doing well. And now he is in cohorts. Hello, baby love. Good morning, sis. Yeah, he is now in a position as a migrant to dominate and dictate some things that Mr. Trump does for America and for Americans. Please know that that was not conferred onto him by any politician. It was not conferred to him by any family member. It was not conferred to him by any savior. The stories I'm telling you should give you one commonality. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey started working in television, earning $100 a week. Yeah. Then she rose and she rose and she rose, and she now owns the own network. Hey, Oprah Winfrey was not saved by her mother. No, she was not saved by politicians. In fact, Oprah Winfrey is now one of the people who were very significant in installing Obama as an American president. Yeah, she has built herself to a position of influence to affect who is chosen as the American number one. How many people do you want me to find for you? You want me to find white people, or do you want me to find more black people? At the moment, I have given you a few examples of people who have done very, very well. Tony Robbins. For those of you who want more white men, I found you Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is doing what Tony Robbins is doing, has done for how many years? Not because any government called him and established him something. It was him. The politicians have been as corrupt as they have been since 1422 and will remain as corrupt for the foreseeable future. The system is tipped to the advantage of the wealthy, and it will continue to be so for as long as we can imagine. Those who wield influence will receive an easier pass than those who don't. Pure facts that are not likely to change anytime soon. The way the system plays doesn't change. So what can you do? Baby love, what you can do is to change yourself to be one of the well-positioned. I popped into Barclays when I was in England, and I went to do a very simple exercise. I walked in. Obviously, the Barclays girl looked at me. She did her profiling and whatnot. And then she sent me to go and speak to this girl inside. And in the middle of speaking to this girl, she's going around in circles. And I said to her, look, this is purely an academic exercise. I just came here to see if the way you treat people has changed. And she's like, what? Open my account. So I gave her my bank card. She opened it. And she's like, oh, it's an old account. Yeah. And no, I'm not really interested. A Barclays card will be, I laughed my head off. Barclays card? What the hell will I do with a Barclays card? No, don't want a Barclays card. Just give me my card. You know, if you may get a survey, and if you want to complain, like, I have no complaints for you, love. No complaints for you. Barclays would always profile the way they do if you present the way I do. The only way you can get Barclays people to backtrack is if you hold certain accounts and if your account has a certain profile. There are some banks that I go in now that I don't walk in anymore. I actually walk into banks with appointments. My main bank, I do have a personal banker. If I want any service in the bank, and my business account has an account manager, if I want any service in the bank, if I want to go to the bank for anything, I go through those people. Those people set things up. When I go to my main bank at the moment, I will arrive at the bank to tea and coffee set on the table for me. Me, the same me. The same me who in 2020, if you don't let people get to know things about you. So racially, they will profile you in a particular way. But you can force even those who racially profile you to change a lot of things. Aloma, how you doing? You can force those who profile you to augment their own profiling, to change their own biases by doing certain things, but you will do it yourself. I was reading something. Auntie Amma, I need you to help me to set up a business. I can tell you that I will not help you to set a business. I cannot help you to set a business because I have got my own competing priorities and you will not be able to compete with them. My priorities include paying my children's school fees, giving my children a good life, making my mother comfortable, making myself comfortable, securing my own future, trying to redeem some of my life to live well because I have worked hard. Those are my priorities. Tell me how you will compete with that and win. How will you compete and win? And how am I going to send you my earnings whilst your own hands are folded? It's not going to happen. No government official is about to give me a tax break at this stage in my life. They won't. Later, if I become something significant, me and my accountants will force it, but not now. Governments will not alter their taxation systems to favor me. They don't care. Eventually, ultimately, you can force that conversation, but guess who needs to force it? It's you. My people, repeat after me. The only people who are about to force this argument are you, yourself, and you. Me, myself, and I, the trilogy, are the ones who are going to change my life, and you're going to do the same for yourself. The people we talk about, the Oprah Winfreys of this world, the Mark Zuckerberg of this world. Yeah, I know his name, I just won't say it. Yeah? Zongo Bed. Now we are all talking about Zongo Bed and yeah, Zongo Bed and the people like them. They have forced the conversation. And yes, I saw this thing of a black woman in Atlanta who has started some crazy bag business. Racism was around when she started her company. Racism has been around whilst she has pushed her company into profit margins that will make your eyes pop out of their sockets. People have still racially profiled, even while she still makes money. And she was telling stories. Now she will fly business class, first class, and she will still get to the gate dressed in her hoodies, and people at the gate will often look at her and want to direct her to the other side. Yes, but then she would take her boarding pass, or she would put her whatever privileged card on the table, and mouths will shut and she will walk herself in. In fact, these days she does have a service which has people walk ahead of her so that she does walk in easier without needing to deal with this rubbish. She is a black woman. She is a descendant of slaves. All the stigma that goes with black people in the US were still around that and are still around while she's doing her thing. But at the moment, she is elevating herself above a lot of the prejudice, above a lot of those things, by the works of her own hands. And that's what I want to share with you. By the works of your hands, redemption will come or not. By what you do and do not do, you will see progress or not. The general conditions will remain as hostile as they have been. Nobody's about to alter them. The economy is going to be as unfriendly as it has been. People are not going to offer you free marketing, nothing. They will do none of those things for you. Please understand that they won't. Get used to the fact that they won't. Start working around the fact that they won't. And make sure that you put things in place so that you alter your own destiny. My experience with banking in the UK. I walked off, and when she looked at me, I was like, I'm very sure it was my body language which made her begin. And she said, well, if you want to complain, and I have no complaint for you. I don't have time. It's fine. Give me my card and let me go. And I took my card and I walked out, and you could see when I was walking, that's probably when she was paying a little bit more attention to me, the way I carried myself and the way her profiling had been inaccurate. But okay. But it is me who has now engineered so that in places where people know me, I do not. I have not seen that kind of treatment in over 20 years. Yeah. It was me who set up my new profile. It was me who has set up my new profile. It is me who started my business. It is me who's made sure that I have business banking. When you go, if I went to Barclays, to business banking, to premium banking, they would have taken me upstairs and not even on the floor. You would have ended up either going upstairs or into basements in most of the branches to go talk to somebody who would have been prepped to deal with you with a little bit more respect. Those who are walking into premium banking are walking into premium banking at the same inflation rate as you are walking into your zoo banking. Yeah. The inflation rate has not changed. Nobody has changed the global economic realities. Those things remain the same. But some people are busy banking premium, busy living premium, and the rest of us who are living in the zoo are also still in the zoo. I was walking through the airplanes, getting to my Eco Mini seats, and I was looking at these people who were sitting in business class, middle-aged people, predominantly men. I'm sure these guys were self-made. I don't think a lot of them would have been trust fund kids. But even if they were trust fund kids, they have to do certain things to maintain the trust fund status. Yeah. There are some things that are misunderstood. So somebody says to me, well, Amma, I admire what you've done, but to be fair, what you've done is a lot easier than the rest of us. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, you said your dad had a doctorate degree. Yeah. Do you think that the university gave me a different set of entry requirements because my dad had a doctorate degree? And then this person is quiet. Do you think that the university changed my graduation requirements just because my dad had a doctorate degree? And then the person is quiet. No, honey. I got onto this course by applying and having some of my previous, I found one of the references that the program where I did my master's had written in support of this application. I was reading it, I'm like, girl, I'm tough. Nothing has come easy to me, you know. Nothing has come easy for me. Not at all. I will edit out that person's personal details and a few biodata, and I will share that with you. I read it, I'm like, damn, I am a tough nut. Yeah. There are some things that are not, even if your starting point is conferred, you will have to maintain. So I've seen a few trust fund kids get it in the neck because, hey, you're a trust fund kid. It's true. But even trust funds have to be maintained. People have to do certain things to sustain trust funds, to maintain trust funds. You have to work hard to keep that status, even if it was given to you. And those of us who were not given that status, nobody else is going to bring it to you, baby. Your hands will have to get it for you. Your hands will have to get it for you. People will be people. They will behave the way they have always done. Some things are not about to change. It is you who will force the agenda to change for yourself or not. What am I saying? It's very simple. I am saying a very simple thing. It does not take much it doesn't take much. It takes just you understanding the responsibility you have for yourself. I got a note from a young man in appreciation of some videos that I made in 2018, 2019. At that time, I made a lot of videos addressing Ghanaian youth. And I was explaining to Ghanaian youth that their over-reliance on politics was going to waste their life. And that no politician really cared about them. The politicians cared about themselves, their girlfriends, their concubines, their wives, their children. That's what they care about because that's how the human is programmed. No politician, Amma, you need to join this movement. It is to save the youth. If Amma joins those movements, know that Amma will join those movements for my own aspirations, not yours. And this person is for the people, and then that person will show them their true colors over time because it's inevitable. They will show you their true colors. And then there was this other, and there was this other movement, and then there was this, and there was that, and the person finally says, I finally see what you mean. All these movements come, and in the end, it ends up the same, a disappointment. Yeah, it will always. They've just changed government in Ghana. If you speak to the ordinary people, the ones who were suffering under the previous one are still suffering now. The ones who had businesses and were living well under the previous government, guess what? They are also living well under this one. Their children are in good schools, they eat good food, they live in nice, safe neighborhoods. Yeah. The city does not really change much. The good areas remain good areas. The not so good areas remain not so good areas. In the last decade, 2 decades in some cases, I've returned to places. Actually, I went to Victoria, places that I walked 3 decades ago almost, with my people, and nothing has changed. When you get to Victoria, the people who lived in very nice places live in very nice places. The people who are able to walk in the park at 10 a.m. and drink coffee instead of running to work, yeah, those people are there. Why is it that most of those people are able to sit and drink coffee when they sit and drink coffee? Those people have businesses. They own systems. They have money. They sustain money. That's why they are there and I'm not there. This morning, there are women who have not woken up at 7 o'clock to get to work. I said to somebody that I would retire in maximum 3 years. In 3 years, I will move on and do something else rather than get up and do this. I need to move on to something else because what I'm doing at the moment is not sustainable for even another 3 years on my body. So what would you do? Like, I will run my business. I will be a woman of leisure. I would expect some of my investments to make returns. Yeah. That's what I would expect to do. And this person is like, oh, wow. Well, yeah. Listen, Linda, listen. I am very happy to share with you that in my case, whatever traction I have seen is self-inflicted. My sisters are living their lives. Not even my sisters can save me or help me. And I'm not even in a position to help any of my sisters. Thankfully, they don't need me. My brother is not able to do much for me. He's doing his bit. My husband, even my husband, is not able to change dynamics much for me, you know? The one person who can change dynamics is you, yourself, and you. So what I'm saying to you is that there is no savior on his way. You are the savior. So get working to save yourself. There is nobody about to hand you progress. It's not going to happen by the hands of a politician. It's not going to happen by the hands of a religious leader. It's not going to happen by anybody except you. Except you. Now you go do it. I'm telling you those things and telling myself these things in the hope that we will all understand the mandate and that we would all get working to transform. The power of transformation is in your hands and it's in mine. If we learn to accept that power and to utilize it, our lives will improve. If we squander that opportunity, well, tough. So, I am walking into my place of work this morning understanding that the power to change my dynamics is in my own hands. It's not up to anybody else. It is in my hands, not in anybody else's. The person who can affect it all is me, no one else. The person who should focus is me, no one else. Yeah. And I hope that that message is also safely received by you and we crack on to do some work. I'll be now on and we will start cracking on. Tomorrow is my birthday. And I am going to do some renewals. I'm going to do some reassociations and so on. Yeah, watch out. I always get time to reflect on my life to improve it around this time. And after this, I get galvanized to move in December because it's the last month of the year. And I do so to change my dynamics for the next 12 months. So if you are interested in those things and doing them with me, then get ready. We will get started very soon. Anyway, let me love you and leave you. Let me wish you a good day. It's a very short miniskirt day for me, and I will be back for us to interact further. Salamu alaikum. May the peace of the Lord be with you. And hopefully the message hits you with soft ears that can receive it, and a heart that can interpret it, and a mind that can put it to work. I'll see you in a bit.